Hey guys, and welcome to my episode 2 of my complete beginner's guide to Warframe. In this episode, we're going to take a detailed look at Platinum and what you should and should not do with it, as Platinum is a very touchy subject and some people might waste a hell of a lot of it. I'm not going to use any names, but one of my friends decided, let's get some Platinum, and he spent the whole lot on cosmetics, which generally is not the best thing to do if you have a relatively limited amount of Platinum to use. So Platinum is the in-game currency. I don't have a lot of it, but Platinum you can get anything with Platinum. However, it is quite a pricey thing to get. Now, there are two ways of getting Platinum. The first is to click on, when you go on the market, click the Get Platinum button. Most of the login rewards you'll receive on Warframe will be 20% Platinum discounts, because Warframe love to encourage people to get their Platinum. However, you can get 25%, 50%, and 75% discounts. When you get your Platinum, you can get Platinum in groups of 75, which costs £3.99, 170, which is £6.99, 370, which is £14, 1,000 for £32.99, 2,100 for £65.99, and 4,300 for £130, which is obviously extremely pricey. However, you will get some very nice mods when you get the highest level of Platinum, and these do change over periodic time. So obviously if you get the highest one, you'll get some mods which are quite uncommon to get. I don't actually know what any of these mods are. The other way of getting Platinum is clicking the Prime Access button. Prime Access is changing depending on when you play the game, but at the moment it is Trinity. The one before this, I believe, was Vault, and no, it might not have been Volt, it might have been Ash, I don't know, but there's been a few of them basically. I don't really keep up to date because they're obviously quite expensive. And again, with Prime Access there are 3 groups, one for $32.99 where you just get nothing really apart from the Platinum, $52.99 where you get 2,625 Platinum and the Warframe, and the last group where you get some Prime Weapons, the Prime Warframe, and some accessories and stuff, which is £91, which is basically slightly less than you'll get from the normal purchasing, but it's about 40 quid less, so it's just, you know, it says value of 250 quid, you're saving quite a lot of money. Now, when you actually get that Platinum, what do you want to do with it? You can obviously buy Warframes and weapons in the store, but I would recommend not doing this, as it's obviously extremely pricey for what you're actually paying. The best ways, I would say, to spend Platinum, firstly, if you play the game a lot and you plan on collecting a lot of Warframes and a lot of weapons, you're going to run out of slots for your equipment to actually have those things. And the first thing I would tell you to do is, depending on whether you use more weapons or Warframes, buy some Warframe or weapon slots. As you can see, I have one empty slot here, but I have some Warframes I can sell, such as I can sell Volt, I can sell Nova, Loki, because I have the Prime versions of these frames. So you want to make sure you have a nice big bunch of these Warframe slots and weapon slots if you're going to play the game a lot. It's the first thing I would invest in, absolutely, even if it's, you know, 200 or 300 Platinum. I believe it's plus 20 Platinum you need to spend or something to get one Warframe slot. But with weapons, again, look at all these weapons here that I've collected. Obviously, I have to have a hell of a lot of weapon slots. And obviously, I've still got loads more slots from the last time I bought some. And I believe for 20 Platinum you get 2 weapon slots, while with a Warframe you only get 1 slot. But that is the first thing I would get you to spend some Platinum on, is just increasing your size so you don't have to worry. As I said, you can get anything in this game from being free to play, even that small amount of Platinum, I suppose. And the best thing to do with it at the beginning is to get those slots so you can continue collecting your arsenal. The other things you can do which are extremely important with Platinum is there's this thing down here called the Trading tab. And if you haven't been introduced to the Trading tab, basically you see people saying they want to buy or they want to sell things. Most of the time it's want to sell, and they're offering parts here. So basically you can put in there, you know, I'm actually going to buy something here, but I might as well say, want to buy Nyx Prime set. So, want to buy Nyx Prime set, message me offers. You'll probably get a bunch of people message you straight away with offers for the entire set. And with actual mods, you can do this with mods as well. If you want a certain mod, you can basically... here we go, some offers. 65 Platinum for a set. As you can see, that is, like, really good values. 65 Platinum for an entire Prime set's absolutely amazing. I'm not going to lie to you. 90 Platinum, Nyx Prime set. So yeah, we'll go with the example here. 65 Platinum. I actually have the entire set here, but if I buy it from this guy, I can sell it to somebody else. So if one of you watch this video and you want Nyx Prime, let me know, and I'll actually give it to you for free. I'll do a little draw or something, maybe, if this kicks off, and anyone who wants Nyx Prime can have that Warframe. As I said, look at all this. There's a lot of offers. Nope, only have beeper and okay. So some people might not have it, but the fact is I got really lucky here, and we got a really cool dude who's offering for 65 platinum. And he's obviously trying to offer little bits. But if you can get the entire set, the best thing to do is to get the entire set. The other thing you can do is you can offer just to have individual parts to the helmet or chassis, maybe 15 platinum each, and then you'll get 30, 60. So yes, if you get it a bit cheaper there with 15 each or 10 each, whatever, you'll get it cheaper in the whole run. But if you can get a set nice and cheap, that's a really good offer. So when he invites you to your game, you accept. He'll invite you to the dojo. They will most likely automatically invite you to trade there when you get in there. So this is obviously their dojo. Very nice. And he's instantly offered for trade there, see? And as I said, I put up the platinum. If you have your platinum, you can just type in the number 65. And down here, it's a really good system here. They will show you the parts that he's got there. So you Nyx Prime blueprint, and then it will automatically tell you the other parts that the blueprint has for it here. And it will tick them when he's offered them all off. So when you've got the whole set, it'll tell you quite clearly that you have the entire set. There we go. Whole set. 65 platinum. Really good offer. They'll click accept trade. You click accept trade when you're ready to trade. And then you both click accept. And there you go. He has his platinum and you have your Warframe parts. It's worth noting when you buy things with platinum, you will have to pay an extra amount in credits. That is not that significant, but it's worth noting. Especially if you're the one receiving the platinum, the tax is especially high. If you're the one giving the platinum, the tax is relatively low. And if you go down to your foundry here, you will have your Nyx Prime blueprint. And obviously, as I said, any of you guys, if somebody wants Nyx Prime here, let me know, and I will give you these parts here. I'll do some sort of event here where you guys can have Nyx Prime if anyone wants it. Anyway, you can do the same thing with weapon parts, and if I look at a weapon I might have here that I want to build, Ancrius Prime, and you can just say Ancrius Prime set, you'll get the blueprint, and they'll give you the Prime Gorn and Blade as you need for the weapon. And you can do that for, as I said, you can do that to make platinum as well. If you get blueprints, most Prime blueprints you can get from doing void missions. You can then sell them to make platinum for free. You do not have to pay for platinum if you use this method. However, it may be somewhat time consuming to actually gather sets. You can either sell them as parts or as sets. And the trick there is to basically sell them low, but not as dirt low as you can. And then you'll get a nice income of platinum from that. So that's, as I said, the main things I would say to buy with platinum are weapon slots, Warframe slots, and prime parts. Prime parts are where you want to be. And I said the prime weapons and prime Warframes are basically slightly better than the vanilla versions, and they have slightly different qualities, which is Rhino is gold instead of silver with his Rhino skin, and there's lots of other little things, but I'll do a separate video on prime parts. But they're definitely the thing you want to be spending your platinum on. You can do the same with mods, and mods are priced at a certain price. I'll put a link in the description here, which is basically a tool that will tell you the correct prices you should be looking for mods and Warframe parts, or prime parts. And if you look at that guide, it will tell you exactly how much you should be spending and not spending, so people will not rip you off. And there are people on here that will try very hard to rip you off. But equally, there are also people that give you some really nice, decent offers that are well worth, you know, they're very good offers. And you just have to look around and know where to look and what to look for. Other things you can buy with platinum, but I would not recommend so much. You can buy equipment here. You can buy components. This is what I mentioned in the first video. You don't really want to buy these because they're very expensive. I said, you don't really want to spend a huge amount on resources when you can just farm them yourself. I said, look at this, ferrite. You can get 3,000. You can get that in like a run for like nothing, basically. And some resources you can't actually buy outright, such as argon crystals. Other things you should be looking at buying, which are quite nice. You can buy boosters for platinum, which if you're playing a lot, this can be extremely useful. Resource drop chance boosters. Obviously, you can see why that's useful if you're playing a lot and you want to farm some stuff. I think you get 30-day and 90-day boosters, depending. I can't remember how long they last. And resource booster, doubles the amount of resource you get from pickups. I'm not sure if all of these last forever. I don't think they last forever. They obviously last for 30 days or 90 days, I believe. And you can get it for affinity and credits. However, I would not recommend it for affinity, but credits and resources, definitely go for it. The last thing that you can buy that is very nice to have with platinum is color palettes. By default in this game, you will only get the classic and classic saturated color palettes. I have the majority of colors myself here. The only ones I do not have are the Orokin and Eximus and Tenno color packs. However, obviously color packs give you a huge, opening to customize your Warframes to different color schemes and your abilities, and the abilities look extremely cool in different colors. And you can see, just as I said, where your energy color for your Warframe and weapons changes the actual look of the abilities and the particle effects, it's very cool to have a nice set of weapons. If you were going to go for some nice colors, I would say the Infested pack has a beautiful array of purples, blues, and greens, and pinks. The Ice pack's the same, but for blues and greens. And if you want some general packs, then I would definitely go for the Grineer pack, the Fire pack, Smoke for a nice array of greys, blacks, and silvers, and the Storm pack and Twilight pack. The Twilight pack, as you can see, is purples and pinks. But either way, these are definitely the best packs to go for if you want these nice color schemes. And I said, in action, if I go down to my customizer, you'll see some of these colors can look really, really, really nice. As I said, we'll go down to the primary color and we'll just have a look at the ice. You got some really nice greens. As I said, you can have dark greens and you can have light greens, but the light greens I usually stay away from. They're a bit too fluorescent for me. And with the purples here, there's some really nice purples. Obviously, they don't look good on their own, but when they're mixed into other color schemes, these colors can look really nice. And there's some nice blues there too. With the smokes, I like to use silvers and greys a lot, and this has every single tone of grey you could imagine pretty much. As I said, I use a lot of silver when it comes to my Prime Warframes. I changed the gold parts to look silver. And obviously the Storm pack, you have colours that look like a Prime colour, which looks quite nice as well. And you have the same with the Orokin. Orokin will be the Prime colours mainly, but I haven't actually got the Orokin pack, so I use the Storm pack to make up for that. As you can see, there are many things that you can spend your platinum on. The last thing I will say that you should spend your platinum on is mods that have been maxed. You can buy fully maxed out mods by other players for platinum. Now, while these can be quite pricey, they can definitely be worth the cost. A heavy caliber mod may cost you about 600 platinum on the lowest price, which is a hell of a lot. But it saves you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fusion cores and round about 10 million credits. 10 million credits is a colossal amount. I actually had the funny story where I don't know what happened, but a bug happened, and I have 2 copies of Heavy Caliber. So again, if somebody wants this mod, I may either do a giveaway or I may trade this mod with one if you've requested. I might even go and say what happened with that bug, as you might be able to recreate it if you're lucky. But yeah, you could buy maxed out mods, which saves a hell of a lot of time. And generally, when it comes to maxed mods, I would buy rank 5 mods because they're a lot cheaper. And you can get a split chamber mod or a critical delay mod pretty cheap, actually, when they're already maxed out. But yeah, as I said, buying mods is definitely another way that you can spend your platinum. In that primary order, I would say weapon slots, then color palettes, and then I would buy mods. But as I said, there's many ways to do it. You do not need to buy platinum to have fun in the game. I hope this video has helped you guys somehow with, well, you're spending platinum in a wise ways and not throwing it away on cosmetics and capes and whatnot. I hope you'll take this into account, as when you run out of weapon slots, if you can't afford platinum, it becomes a real issue because you want to buy the platinum, but you just can't seem to afford buying it. So, yeah, hopefully you will spend your platinum wisely, and hopefully this video has helped. Remember to leave a like if it has, and remember to leave your thoughts in the comments below, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, remember to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.